the pearls, they hung around your neck like chains of grace. They said silence was a virtue carved in your angelic face, but your voice was the tempest that drowned 1,000 fates. And they sold it for stilettos and a seat at lesser gates. They dragged your name through good coral blood and bridal myth, drown your rage in impassable scripts and bridal shifts. They split your tongue with silver blades and bridal twists. You mouth the world's delight while your own song ceased to exist. Salts in your lungs, now your scream is a hymn. You were sea foam reborn, not some mannequin's whim. They made your mirror your god, in your image your sin. Told you beg for a prince when your throne was within. You were fire in the undertow, a storm wrapped in scales. Now you chase shallow fame like a dog on a trail. You bleach your death to match a filtered tale. Turn relic for the reals, a ghost in retail. The ocean remembers, drown Ariel for the soul you surrendered. Once you carved spells and shells, now you're just a pretender. You forsook the moon's tide to dance in their agenda. You were never meant to shiver for love in glass heels. You were never meant to serve for a seat at false meals. You were never meant to pose in the name of appeal. You were thunder in skin, not some cultural deal. They said be seen, not heard, but you were forged for the siren's curse. Now your voice is dust and scripts and market verse. You sip the poison of trends in a crystalline purse, but the sea knows your truth and the bloodline you traverse. Trident daughter, you forgot your flame in the reef, forgot the wrath of the wave and the vow underneath, got the pact with the stars and the silence beneath, forgot you're the rule when the myths only speak. They fed you their diet of dust and delight, now you starve for their gaze in synthetic light, but the shell still sleeps where your name burns bright, waiting for the day you reclaim of your birthright. You were not born for a timeline trend, not sculpted for a man or to play pretend. You were not designed for the world to amend, you were carved from the tempest and destined to rend. Remember the kelp where your dreams were sown, the fire you sang when the tide was your own. Before they dressed you in flesh not grown, before you swapped magic for a screen and a phone. This is a requiem for the pearls you spilled, the throne you left, the sword you stilled, the psalm you silenced, the light you killed, for a crown made of plastic and mass uphill. But listen sister to the current's cry, the abyss sings back and it never lies. You are not the doll you were taught to buy, you are war in a whisper, a storm in disguise. Strip off the voice they taught you to use, burn every role, every cage, every ruse. Take back the rage the world made you lose. The sea waits still for the one who refused. No prince, no path, no paint, no chain can erase the truth that runs in your vein. You are myth, you are marrow, you are sovereign flame. You are the end of the fairy tale and the start of the rain.